I'm recording. Just a minute, let me get... Am I recording? Yes, I am. Sorry about that. The foibles of me. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Having a silly moment. I pressed the button on the camera and nothing happened. The little red light didn't come on. So I got up and had a look. So that's why I pointed. Yep, I'm recording. Had to get some movement going. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, into my Edith Holden book. I've altered this page just a little bit by putting some glitter glue in here to make those little bushes stand out. I couldn't think of anything else to do with this gorgeous page, so I just left it as was with the, as I said, the little bit of glitter glue, and I don't know if you can pick that up. I'm holding it all different angles here. And I've just put the pink ink around the edging to bring this out even just a little bit more. So that's one alteration I've done. Another page I've worked on last night was the arum lily. Now this is the wild arum, or the cuckoo pint, or lords and ladies. Now I've got a wealth of these in my garden, and they do come up with this beautiful flower, for want of another word. I'm not quite sure whether arums are flowers, blooms, blossoms, or what they are. But they start off with the thin flower like this, and it opens out this little bit, and then all of a sudden you see this gorgeous stamen in the center. When the whole flower dies, it turns into a stalk with berries on the top. Now they start out green, then they go red, and then they go black and drop back onto the soil and self-seed. I started off with a dozen or so of these. I've now got about 4 or 5 dozen, and they're coming up all over my yard, so the birds are picking the seeds up as well, and I don't mind that. I do not mind that at all, because it's constant green. Well, not constant green. They've gone for this season. They'll be back around about end of April, beginning of May, somewhere around that area. But they are absolutely beautiful, and this is almost the color they are. It's a little bit deeper green in reality, but I just loved it, and I thought it's got to go into the journal. I put a little bit of stamping on it, as you can see, and I've also glittered up the actual pod of the flower, stamen, and some of the leaves. And I haven't done anything else to that apart from add the green around the edge. Some of these photos are just, or pictures, are just so beautiful. I don't know how to enhance them or make them better, because I just can't. They're just so good the way they are. So all I'm doing is just adding a little bit of glitz, a little bit of prettiness, and I've done the same thing here. I've left the wording on there. I've put my own little stampy bits everywhere just to fill the page in a little bit. And with this one, all I've done is glittered very, very small amounts on these little purple bluebells. I'm calling them bluebells. What are they calling them? Hawthorn blossom and wild hyacinths. So I think these would be the hyacinths and these would be the other ones. But I've just put some gold kindy glitz and a little bit of mauve, just a very, very tiny bit on those, just to bring them out a little bit. And then I've used a deeper, well, not deeper, but a different shade of green. It's almost a sage color. I can't think of the official name at the moment, so sorry about that. But that's it for that page. Now this one I haven't started coloring anything yet. I tell a lie. I stamped the butterflies and I colored those using my little number 3, is it number 3 brush? Just getting it out to double check that I'm not telling fibs. Yep, number 3 Lavinia brush. Just to go around the edges and also to do a little bit of colouring on the butterflies. I didn't want to get my pencils out because that would be too in your face, and this artwork is not in your face. So I cut out the words that went with the picture, fussy cut the edges and left it just as is. I haven't yet put any stamping on there. I might do, but at the moment I've got a bit of a dilemma. I have got this gorgeous page and I don't know what side to show. Isn't that just beautiful? 2 pages back to back. So what I thought I might do is, I'm just going to turn this around so that I don't get it incorrectly in my book. What I thought I would do is fold a little bit over, put some double-sided tape there, and tape it to the book like that, so that when you come to this page, it'll be a page on its own, and I'll have the other piece here that I can cover up with another photograph or something like that. So that's what I thought I'd do with you this afternoon. Just a little bit of busy work, something to do while I'm contemplating that rotten stuff called housework. Mind you, I've had lots of time to contemplate it because it's about 4:30 in the afternoon now. So, you know, I've done some. Don't get me wrong. I've done a little bit of housework today, so I don't feel guilty sitting here doing a little bit of craft with you. Just turn that round. Now line up the edge very carefully. I don't just want to plonk it down. I want to get it right. Okay, and then turn the page. Oh, guess what? I got it wrong. Oh no. I should have had this over this way a little bit further. Oh, I wonder if I can get it undone. Silly goose, Ruth, silly goose. Okay, forgive me taking up your time with this. But this is one of the joys of not editing a video. You get to see my bloopers and all, including a funny intro. I'm halfway there. Can't rush this, because if I rush it I'm going to rip it and then I will have destroyed 2 pages. Ah! She says as it starts to tear. I might have been going just a little bit too quickly for my own good. Awesome. Phew. Okay, let's start that again. Oh, I'm all nervous and jittery now that I've made a mistake. I don't want to do the same thing again. Okay, I think I've got it right. It's a little bit crooked. So let's give it the taste test and see how it goes. Oh, there we go. Oh. Thank you to the powers that be. It's a little bit over that way because I put it in crookedly, but I can trim that off with the scissors, which I will do later on. With the, now what is it? It's a willow warbler feeding young. And what I did was, the only thing I've added to this page, I'm not going to put any colour onto this, I don't think. Maybe a little bit up here, but I don't really think it needs it. I put 2 little bunnies there and some little birds up here flying. Just stamped them with the smoke, the hickory smoke. It's the little mini distressing. I've gone for those size because I can get, you know, just as much bang for my buck as I can with the big ones, and they take up less space, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so what stamping can I do? I've done stamping on that page. I've done butterflies on there. I don't know. Somebody come up with a brilliant idea and let me know, will you? I might just leave this little bit for extra journaling space. Yeah, why not? I did also, however, do something a little bit different for myself. With this book, I'm getting lots and lots of cut-offs. And Kaiser Craft very generously give you these folders with lots of things in, like brads and stickers and all sorts of things, and they're collectibles. I managed to pick up several of those. I have made large ticket again. I'm actually in love with these large tickets. I have in my stash a lovely 6x6 printery, and who is it by? I think it might be Isaprima. And you get all these beautiful pages that just smack of the old world stuff. And I thought, with the vintage lady, the Edwardian lady, I can use a lot of this paper and get away with it. You know what I mean by that, don't you? Getting away with it. Something that wasn't intended to do for this, but it is doing it. So one of the pieces of paper had these lovely little postage card things on it. This was a scrap of paper from the Lily page, and I didn't want to throw it out. So I stamped over it, stamped a little bit here and here, and turned it into a ticket, which I will then put into the journal somewhere. And I found in the book a lovely little poem about a velvet bee. And I was going through the book again this afternoon thinking, there's got to be a bee picture in here, there's got to be a bee picture. And there is. So this is going to go on the opposing side with a little indicator. But going back to this, I decided if I'm going to make these things in advance, I've got to have somewhere to put them so that I know where they are and don't forget to use them. So just wrote that on there. This Ziplocs, they're not going to fall out, and it can sit on my desk. I know where it is, and job's sorted. But, you know, little cut-offs like this, I can get my word stamps out, and I can actually use that one too. Oh golly, here I go again. The things that are going through my head at the moment are just enormous with this book coming into my possession. It's driving me nuts already. It's wonderful. I love it. But there's so many things I want to do now, and I don't think I've got enough hours in the day. But it's all coming together. So that is that. I've shown you my pages I've done today and yesterday. And where am I up to? Okay. I also altered the cover just as a fraction. I've gone ahead and I have Kindy Glitzed the leaves, the daisies and the poppies so that they stand out just that little bit more. And I don't know if you can see the shine in there or not. If it's going to show you. I hope it does. I hope it comes up. But that is so far so good. I think so. Let me know what you think, would you? Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.